everybody, how's it going? My name is Michael Surhas, or also known as Mikey in gaming on Steam. I'm the community manager and writer for New World. Welcome to our weekly official live stream broadcast and the official reveal of Dave Infamy's new map, Dunkirk. I'm sat here today with Jeroen van Berkhoven. Jeroen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well, Excited to talk a little bit about Dunkirk. Jeroen is the lead level designer, and he originally made the concept for the map, and he also worked on it a little bit with another one of our level designers, Steve Cron, who some of you might actually know from the workshop. He used to make Insurgency content, Insurgency maps, custom maps, really awesome, really good checkpoint custom co-op maps for Insurgency, and we liked him so much we hired him, and he's been working with us on Day of Infamy. We're going to be talking a little bit about Dunkirk first. I have some questions for Jeroen. We'll also take some questions from the chat, and a little later what we're going to do is we're actually going to play, because the map is ready. It's going to be on the beta branch. We're going to put up a server, and anybody who's watching this now and owns Day of Infamy is free to join us and to check out Dunkirk. So Jeroen, to start, I think my first question would just be to talk about the inspiration and the idea.
Yeah.
How'd you get the idea for Dunkirk?
Well, I can say one word: movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the movie is coming out, so we had something like, you know, we have this World War II game.
Mm-hmm.
It would be awesome to make a Dunkirk map.
Yeah, it really made sense. Made sense for the theater that we're doing of Western Europe.
Yeah.
You know, for the Commonwealth and for the Germans to fight each other on it. And well, seeing all those, for people who don't know, there's a movie coming out called Dunkirk next month by Christopher Nolan that looks pretty cool. And we kind of saw that, and we just got excited by the idea and decided, all right, let's make a Dunkirk map too.
Well, you have often, you know, you see like a movie, it's like, oh yeah, it would be really awesome, you know, like if I can go in game and have like kind of the same experience.
Exactly.
So yeah, we kind of have the idea with Dunkirk to do the same. Like we watched, of course, the trailers. And yeah, we're adding some elements so people will see like, hey, yeah, that's, you know,
it's like the movie,
coming from a movie.
Back when I was a kid and I watched Black Hawk Down in the movie theater, I came out of that movie theater thinking like, man, I want to play Firearms, which was like a Half-Life 1 mod. It was a modern shooter, and you know, we're hoping people get similarly excited about this map and all the things. So talking about the layout of it and actually how the map plays though. What modes are supported for it right now, and what modes do you intend to support for it?
So far, offensive is supported,
Mm-hmm.
and well, invasion we're gonna add soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's in yet. And we're also working on liberation.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, other modes you wanna include co-op, of course, at some point.
Right, yeah, and all the co-op modes, I
Yeah.
take it, right? So entrenchment and stronghold and raid as well.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah. I think that one of the cool things about Dunkirk that sets it apart from many of the other maps is it is set on a beach, but it's not like a beachhead invasion. So while we're going to be supporting the mode invasion, it's going to happen in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's the opposite. You know, like Dunkirk, like attacking the beach. You have to like invade, and now you have to kind of like escape. Like how Dunkirk was. You have to get you have to like you push back to the beach.
Right, exactly.
And you have to be like evacuated. Yeah, of course we don't have that, but still we want to give the player the feeling of like, oh no, you know, we have to get back to the beach, and it's like getting harder and harder the closer you get to the beach. Exactly.
Narratively, for people who don't know, the Battle of Dunkirk happened in 1940 in the summer from May into June, and it was when French and British forces, and there were Canadian, there were Belgians, there were even some Dutch soldiers there too. They were all stuck in northwestern France, and the Germans called a halt order, and they just waited there. And that's what the movie is about. It's about the British forces there and taking them off on with boats across the Channel and bringing them back to England, where it's safe. And so our map, like the way it's set up, and the thing that I guess sets it apart is. Instead of it being an invasion where it's like Dog Red, where you land on the beach and you push inland, you're the British Commonwealth, and you're inland and you get pushed back to the beach.
Yeah.
Which is unique, right?
Yeah.
Like, how often do you have reverse beachhead maps in a game? But yeah, it's cool that it's I guess a unique kind of layout, and it's consistent with I guess the narrative of actually how the battle happened.
Well, it's a different way of. Kind of like of design of our map so far. You know, we really have to think about to like had to like reverse like firing positions for the defenders.
Yeah, from a design perspective,
Yeah,
I imagine it's like, how is it unique? Like, what are some of the ways it sets itself apart? How do you make it where it makes sense for a reverse invasion, I guess?
Well, like, you know, have like very good firing positions for like the attackers.
Right.
This time, and otherwise it's always like the defenders. They have like the bunkers, you know, on rails, and now it's more like the attackers.
Exactly, because as defenders, you know, for gameplay reasons, you have to create. You can't just like slap down a bunker and say like, oh yeah, they had bunkers facing inland for some reason because they knew they were going to get pushed back. Like, you have to have it make sense in terms of the environment art and also in terms of gameplay, where defenders have cover to use. Yeah. And they're not, again, of course, like assaulting from the beach. They're defending from the inland. And
then also, you know, we wanted like give the defenders like not advantages. Like, it's like, you know, defenders always have like well placed, you know, bunkers, fortifications, and in this map we want more like that attackers have, more like a bit the overhand in a way.
A bit more of an advantage, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, where they can basically the defenders aren't too well entrenched.
Yeah.
Which I guess goes to
it's more all the way around.
Okay.
Because as the defenders, I also have my, you know, my brain twisted right now.
It's hard to visualize because like again, like it's a beachhead reverse invasion where you're inland, they're pushing across, you're attacking the beach is what you're doing. You're not attacking from the beach, but you're basically saying that you're trying to flip the layout around in terms of the cover. That now defenders have cover where they would normally be given to the attackers, who are not defenders.
The defenders are weaker.
Yeah.
Than attackers, and it's really strange because normally, like for example, Dog Red have these bunkers and have like MG positions. This time, defenders have really have to struggle.
Right, they don't have cover. They don't have the bunker. They don't have the entrenchments because narratively they didn't have an entrenchment. They were just stuck. They were just like they were defending with what they had. They didn't have the bunkers of Dog Red or like the bunker in Sicily. You know, the first bunker that's by the beach and stuff. So that's very interesting from a level design perspective. So how did you create that cover then for the defenders? How does it manifest itself physically?
Well, it's more, you know, thinking about attackers. Okay. Yeah. So you give them very good like fire positions from their end, like, you know, like a nice firing position, like a window in like a hotel or a building.
Right.
And then you give like a more like open area to the defenders, so they have like a harder time to set up their like machine gun or you know, or like have a good like defending area, so to say.
Right.
And it's really about making them feel more weak, like really like oh shit, we are the defenders and we're like really strong, and now oh shit, we're gonna be like pushed back to the beach.
Exactly. Yeah. So the atmosphere that you're trying to sell with the map is like it's a desperate defense.
Yeah, it's really desperate.
It's not like Dog Red where it's like we got the big bunkers, like we're good, like no one could ever invade France, like. And that's interesting to have that desperate defense. So that's very cool.
Yeah, so, you know about the flyers, you know, with like we have surrounded you, that the Germans like dropped.
Mm-hmm. You know, they showed them pictures. You can actually see it, like we're talking about the movie in the first Dunkirk trailer. They show the flyer. What basically happened was like the Germans decided, no, we're not gonna roll in with our tanks because the terrain's not very good. We'll just strafe them forever with planes, you know, which you can actually do in Dave Infamy with the Stuka strikes. So that's pretty cool in artillery.
Well, it's also very psychological, like war, you know, warfare, like to really try to scare the Commonwealth. Like, oh no, you know, you can get better, like go to the German side, or
there were like 300,000, I think, Allied forces that were there in total. And they were just getting strafed, and there was also an infantry division that came, so there was like actual infantry on infantry combat. Which is appropriate for the map, but I guess in our case, you can win the battle at least and save the. Oh no! So they call up the UK again, like, no, we don't need to be evacuated. We're good. No, we handled it. There were enough of us. So it's an alternate history game now, which is pretty sweet.
But you know, still, it's not all about making it super realistic, because that would be fun. So we also look like, you know, how can we make it fun also for like for the attackers.
It would be funny if we did make it realistic. You just sit there on the beach for like a week and wait to get evacuated, and then the boat comes and everybody jumps and tries to struggle to get on. Yeah, A realistic Dunkirk map might not be very fun.
No, I think that will be done very quick.
Yeah.
They're still on the beach like, okay. Well,
yeah, well, that's it. But it's cool. It's a very interesting atmosphere, and it's an interesting premise in terms of, again, not just in terms of the atmosphere, but interesting gameplay design where the defenders are desperate and they don't have like the traditional defender territory of bunkers and stuff. And that's cool. We mentioned earlier that you were the original, this was your concept, and we're going to look at some pictures of the concept in a little bit.
Yeah.
And Steve also worked on it. But how did you and Steve Cron work together on the map, and who did what exactly? And how long did the map take to develop?
Well, we started, of course, first with the ID. And I put something on paper. Just, you know, we always start very basic. Like kind of the vision I had for the map. I discussed it with some people in the studio. Also Jeremy, you know, our game director and founder.
And let's actually pull that. I think we have a picture of that right now.
Yeah,
so let's take a look.
Yeah.
We're going to look at the level design process now, from brain to hammer to video game. So let's see right here. Yes, here it is.
Yeah.
That. All right. There. Yep. So what are we looking at right now?
Well, this is like a very rough sketch. It's like the very first version.
Right.
Just like
this is like napkin tier, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, I have a brilliant idea, and then you write it down.
Just drawing lines, you know, and see if it works. And one of the struggles in the beginning I had was like kind of like the dunes between the beats.
The dunes, right?
Yeah,
which is at the left and right of the beach, right there. Okay. Yeah.
They're like originally not really in the area in the movie. They're like there are some dunes, but not that big. But still, yeah, for gameplay you need something there because otherwise, like one big open beach.
You can't just be dunes. Like it's not good gameplay.
It's not fun.
You know, yeah. So I imagine you had to create some like destroyed vehicles, maybe, or even like a beached boat or something to create cover. Or?
Well, I was like pretty fast at the idea of like having a dock area.
Okay, yeah.
Which was like where the, let me see, that's where the Germans start. Where the Wehrmacht.
Right.
Yeah, and then, you know, start like thinking about the objectives, and one of the major thing is the hotel, which is the B objective.
And where's the hotel on this map? Oh, is that B?
Yeah,
okay, so
B.
right there. Yeah,
yeah, it's right there.
Okay, and the axes, of course, start there.
Yeah,
that's at the docks.
Yeah, that's the docks.
Okay,
that's
gotcha,
a canal, like docks.
Okay, so they're still along the water. It's kind of
still,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, then we needed like the last stand, and it was a bit of a struggle because it's like in this very open beach area.
Yeah, it's a beach, you know, and beaches are known for their open stands.
So
you know?
how are you gonna make something, you know, that's like has enough spawn protection and yeah, make it work, like make it fun. You know, that's the most important part, to make it fun. So I had a lot of like talks with different people in the studio. One of them is Aaron Baker.
One of our modelers.
One of our modelers, and he also was lead on one of the mods.
Yeah, on Mud and Blood.
Yeah, and he actually also had like an idea back in the day for like a Dunkirk map.
Really?
So I looked at his layout and like, you know, saw some cool ideas, and you know, we used here and there some parts.
And that kind of matured into, I suppose, this picture then.
Well, that's already one picture too far.
Whoops.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, you know, talked with more people in the studio and get more input. But still, the last stand was really like, what should we do with it? And at some point, it's something like, you know, it's a beach. There's water, so why not have like a big boat laying there, and you know, make it really big and put like the cat somewhere inside. Right. So you cannot like hit it with like
the radio. You mean?
Yeah,
right?
The radio. Yeah, the radio. With artillery or airstrikes.
Right, because it's got to be protected.
Yeah.
It can't be. Yeah.
So yeah, we put the boat there.
And that would be the shipwreck at Dog at D. Okay, cool. And what are these green lines here that you see up by A?
Those are like the routes indoors.
Okay.
So interiors. It's always a bit like these designs are not final at all. You know, I draw this and we.
Of course, yeah.
I went to Chief. Well, Steve C.
Right.
Everybody calls him Chief.
Yeah, we all call him Chief because we again, he was a modder originally. He made maps for Insurgency. We all knew him as Chief, and yeah, we still call him by that. Our handles are still used internally on the dev team. But yeah, you talked to Steven. So what was his role then?
Well, his role was basically to construct the map. But of course, like we're not like, oh, you just construct the map and that's it. No, he also has like his own input.
Right, his own vision, his own perspective.
Yeah, of course. We also always have like a strong vision for the map, like overall. But of course, things can change, especially like depending on testing. So, like already pretty early on, we are like, oh well, this this is not gonna work. It's just too complicated. So yeah, I went in for a bit, tweaked a few things, and and he went back to the map.
Right.
And I pretty much only gave direction to him, and he pretty much constructed the entire map, and he really did an awesome job on it. Yeah,
it sounds like it was very collaborative, of course.
Yeah, right? Of course.
Because it always is, right? With any.
It's all teamwork. Of course, like other level designers, they also like had their input, like Johnny, Jan, like pretty much everyone.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, it's good that. I mean, we've interviewed before and we've talked about level design before in previous streams about Day of Infamy specifically, and that's one of the things that I guess was a big takeaway was it's always collaborative.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna benefit from talking. And eventually you're gonna have to balance it and show it to all these people anyway. Like that's the point. That's part of what we're gonna do today. So on that topic, what state is the map in right now in terms of that balance, and what are you focusing on improving right now?
Well, we had a few internal tests.
Yeah.
And they went pretty well. So that's why we were pretty convinced like hey, we can.
Now's the time, right?
Yeah, it's time to test with the public because we need the hours to see how it plays with more people and work from there. It's currently I think in a pretty solid state, but yeah.
But we only know when we
only know
when we get in there.
Own data so far.
But that's pretty much what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do now, I think, is. We're going to for people who are just joining us, my name is Michael Saras. I'm the community manager and writer for New World. I'm here with Joen van der Koven, the lead level designer. We're talking about Day of Infamy's new map, Dunkirk, which we are going to test in a few minutes, or in a little bit. We have a couple more pictures that we want to show you guys of the work in progress. When will Dunkirk be released?
It will be around the movie. I think about a week after the movie.
Right. We want to try to. We're not talking about exactly when it's coming out, but we do want to coincide this with the movie because we do want to get people excited, coinciding with that. Again, as we stated before, like we were plainly just inspired by the movie coming out that we thought that'd be cool to throw a map like that into our game. But it is going to come in our next content update, which we intend to have next month, with the specific date to be announced. We also have some other content planned too, which we're not talking about just yet, but you'll see. We're talking about Estonia, which is now known as Breville, was previously Estonia, which we've tested a good amount. We feel pretty good about. But we'll be talking more, and we'll be playing more of that map. Breville is what it's now called, in another stream. But the map is playable now. It is on the beta branch. One of the things that we're going to do today is get your guys' feedback to try and make sure we're making the map well. And before we finalize it and polish it and do all this art stuff, we got to make sure it's balanced and it plays well.
Yeah.
So first, let's take another look at some of these pictures here of the map itself. So this is cool. The destroyed plane. Where is? I guess this is on the beach, right? This is
this is on the beach.
Objective,
and this is sea objective offensive. This is also an objective we have been thinking about long because what do you place there on the middle of the beach?
Right, it's just a beach. It's just a bunch of sand. So what can you do?
So we had this airplane from another map, and at some point just struck me like what would be cool just to have an airplane. And discussed it with the team, and we moved it forward and backward. We even added a gazebo at some point.
Okay, that makes sense. The beach. I like how you just you're going through the catalog of things that are on beaches, gazebos, destroyed planes, or sandbags and stuff.
But just the gazebo, that far on the beach, didn't feel right compared with the movie because the gazebo is pretty close to the hotel.
Right, and you wanna make it. I guess you also just want to make the beach. You don't want the cover to seem too fabricated, I guess. You don't want it to seem too made up, and just plopping a gazebo down might not look right for the beach. But presumably a plane crashed during this air battle that took place. I think there was something over 100 British planes got shot down during the battle. And yeah, it seems plausible that they'd like set up some hasty sandbag defenses.
Yeah,
as well.
It's just very like improvised.
Right. It should feel improvised. Definitely.
But it's pretty cool. You can go like on top of the airplane. I think you can even go inside now. And just sit on one of the wings.
It's a bit of a death trap. But that's pretty cool. I get. Well, I don't know. Maybe that could be like a good sniping position, actually.
Yeah, but it's very open, and that comes back, you know, to like defenders having not like very strong like defensive positions.
Right.
They have really good positions, but they're not as strong as like in our other maps.
I like that. It's cool. Like it's again, as we were talking about before. You think of Dog Red, you think of Sicily, you think like the defenders. Oh, they're going to use the bunker, which is a defensive structure. So they get into the bunker and they snipe, or they use their MG42 or whatever. But for this one, it's like destroyed plane. Let's use that, and you just like crawl inside. Because looking at the map now, like I take it the Germans are going to come from the the structures onto the beach, right? Yeah. So that is actually a pretty good vantage point for them to use. Because it's like the wing kind of comes up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And the wing is like a little bit over the dunes, so it looks kind of cool when you walk under. It's like, oh, it's like this big plane there.
And I can see that's a German plane, actually. I was talking about British planes earlier, but that is a German plane.
Yeah, it's
the Brits also shot down. Everybody was shooting each other down. It was a great big, awful air war.
But it might still change to like another plane.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. That works too. I mean, narratively, it was the RAF and the Luftwaffe. And that was the whole deal. Like, I think the Germans said, like, we're not going to invade because it was a little ambiguous from what I've read about it. Like, people weren't sure, oh, did he want to consolidate his forces and get them ready to push south of France? There's even some theories that, like, he wanted to allow the Brits to surrender, and he didn't want to massacre them at Dunkirk. But I think the main thing was just a consolidation of forces. And the Germans saw it fit to just strafe the positions with air and stuff, and again, like get this one infantry brigade involved, but they didn't want to sacrifice their armor. The prevailing theory seems to be that they were consolidating their forces and getting ready to push their tanks south. But yeah, that plane makes sense narratively because there was a lot of air battle happening. And so do the Stukas. The Stukas make sense too, which you can call in. It's just
that's really cool. I mean, you can see, like, oh yeah, that's the objective. It's like visually like pretty clear.
Right, and that's important in terms of level design, right? Is to make things that are visually clear. Because the objective C, Charlie, is the plane, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's objective.
That makes sense. I see people are talking in the chat about a North Africa map. We don't have any plans for a North Africa map now. However, as we've mentioned before, and I guess this kind of bears repeating, we embrace community content, and we've put 2 community maps in the game to date. We had a mapping contest, and 2 of the finalists, what is now Crete, what was previously Mercury, and what is now Rhineland, which was previously Kruppstahl. Those 2 maps were community maps, and we reached an agreement with the creators of that, and we put them in the game officially. That could go for other community maps as well. And that could include something in North Africa, So if you
make an Africa map.
Make a North Africa map is what I'm saying. That's and we if it's up to our quality, and if we reach an agreement with the creator, we'd consider touching it up. You'd be touching it up. We'd work with the guy to maintain their vision too, and reach an agreement, compensate them, and put the map in the game officially. So that stuff's on the table, I guess, is basically what we're saying. So if you wanna map in Day of Infamy, put it on the workshop. If we see it, it might become an official thing. Even if it's not, you're still, I don't know. We love community content. We support modders. We want people to make mods. We want people to make maps because that's what makes games great. Is modded content. So
yeah, and also maybe it's not like directly that your map gets in the game, but if people start testing it, having fun, and you get feedback, like iterating on it, maybe in the future. Yeah, maybe. You never know.
And even if not, like again, like modded content, like look at Insurgency and now Day of Infamy. Like it's our bread and butter. Like the Born to Kill mod from Vietnam. Like there's just a lot of good shit on the workshop, and people should put stuff up there. We encourage that basically, and that's part of what we're trying to do with this openness to putting community content into the game officially. There's some comments, and if you guys have any comments or questions, by the way, we're going to do a Q&A in a minute here. I've got the chat up here. Feel free to throw out questions. we do a Q&A at the end of each stream, which we will still do. But let's focus right now on Dunkirk. If you have any questions about Dunkirk, Jeroen is the lead level designer and the original conceptor of the map, so you can feel free to ask him.
Ask your questions.
But we'll, yeah, there was one. The reason I say is I saw one here. Where was it? Oh yeah, it wasn't a question, but Dylan asks or says, I would like to see some surrender letters strewn across the ground. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something, you know, as you see in the movie and as they actually did, to my knowledge at least.
Well, I'm already working on that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. There you go, Dylan. Now that's service. That was quick. That's sweet. Yeah, the German Luftwaffe, they flew over the beach and they dropped leaflets. And, you know, classic psyops, you know, that were saying, surrender, we have you surrounded, etc. Couple other questions.
It's very like, you know, in the movie, like
right.
Everybody, it's like one of the main things of the movie, I think.
Yeah, building up the tension.
Yeah.
And it's a cool thing that we can also have in the map, which helps build up, I guess, the environment. Gredwich says, wait. Justin says, BTK is my shit. That's good.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I like BTK is Born to Kill. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. We're definitely gonna play that. It's a Vietnam themed mod for Day of Infamy that came out like before release during early access. It was originally for Insurgency, but the team ported it, and we're going to check that out. We're gonna check that out on stream, definitely. Not now because we're kind of focused on the update and other stuff. We will play Born to Kill. We've played it before, and we'll play it again for sure. Dylan says, did that man just answer my question? He not only answered your question, he abided by your request. He just made it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and again, like that's little details like that. They really add a lot.
They're really important. Yeah. Small details. Always looking into
just
it.
The little things. So let's see what other pictures that we have here. Oh, this is a good shot. Yep, right here.
Yeah.
So this is the German perspective, I guess, right? This is like looking out on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of like, you know, like the movies, so you see like the beach, and like everything is like really like
flat and
all destroyed, and like
right.
all their vehicles like on the beach because they're trying to get off the beach. So yeah, but as you can see, it's very flat, and that made it really hard.
Exactly. It's just like, wait a second, there's no cover.
For well, especially to Steve, because he was working on this, and he came like a lot of times to me, like, you know, how are we going to design this, like, so they're not like spawn camping, when you try when the Commonwealth tries to leave the spawn at the last stand, or even like when they have to get to Objective C.
It looks to me like there's a good amount of cover. Like you guys were creative, you did create all the destroyed shit and all that.
Well,
and
I was finding the right balance, because before it was like completely filled with like so many, like it was like cluttered with so many vehicles, and it's like very hard then to make it keep it readable for the player. And like there's super clear paths, like, oh, if I take this path, I you know, I get towards the shipwreck, or yeah, that makes it a lot more clear for the player. And
it's very tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very tricky. So we started like removing things. And yeah, at some point it was too much, so we added a few more, and then we tweaked it and again, and then, you know, well, we have now this result. I'm not going to say now, you know, it's perfect, because we don't know.
Right, and keep in mind, this is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Like what you're looking at right now is a work in progress. We don't know. The whole point of one of the big things we talked about in our previous streams was it's important to not commit to any art stuff until you know the balance, and then you start polishing all that other stuff. And to also just always keep an open mind and don't get too married to any concept, because you need to make sure that it plays well, it's balanced.
Yeah. Yeah, you have like the vision, you know, but things can change at any point. Like you should never be stuck on like one building, like, oh, I have this really awesome building and I want to keep it here. But if it doesn't work,
if it doesn't balance, then you gotta get rid of it. You know? Yeah. Someone says, oh yeah, Justin says the sky is incredible. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Who created that sky? Was that Brian? Brian Birnbaum.
Yeah, Brian is
he's the sky man, dude. He's just great at it. Did he make? He's another one of the level designers, and you guys might know him because he made Candigo, I believe, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Brian, also known as Latte, made Candigo, which was an Afghani map for Insurgency, and we liked that map so much. It was in our mapping contest. We hired him too, just like Steve C, from the community. and he's really good at Sky. I know he did.
He's
I know
a very
he did,
skilled level designer.
yeah, and that too. So Brian, if you're out there, mwah. He also did the St. Louis Sky and
all the skies.
He did all the skies.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that, but okay, yeah. That's good. I see there's some more people coming to the chat. If people are just joining us, my name is Michael Surhas. I'm the community manager and writer for New World. I'm sat here with Jeroen van Berkhoven, who is the lead level designer. We're talking about our new map, Dunkirk, for Day of Infamy. Oh, yep, there he is. Brian's in the chat, yes. Heart to you too, Brian. Ooh, Wasted says Sicily Sky Heart. Yep, you can all thank Brian, who's in the chat now as a moderator. Law Latte, that's Brian Birnbaum, who made this sky and others. So, yep. I think another thing that we're going to be adding here is we're expanding our foliage system, which we'll talk more about, I think, later. It's still a work in progress, so I think Christian's working on it. But there's going to be more grass here, I take it.
It looks awesome so far.
Yeah, because this is an early progress shot, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at now, yeah.
Well, that's not in the screenshot yet.
Right.
Here, so, but we teased some screens on our Twitter, I think, and you can see like a bit of the new grass system.
A little bit of the new grass system.
It looks awesome.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's you know, we're trying to squeeze everything we can out of the source engine, and thanks to the talents of Christian and, you know, our artists and our level designers, we're really doing a good job. You know, we want to make sure that you know, with all these shader changes and stuff, the game looks good on every map. You know. People talking about the grass in the chat. Yeah. We'll talk more about that later. You know, obviously as we beta test and as that system comes to fruition, as we have grass to look at, then we will see. I'm getting a note here from Alex Blonsky, our community content producer. We are having a couple technical issues, which is all right because we still want to go through a few more pictures and open the floor to questions. So we don't have a server up yet, but we are working on getting a server up now, and at that point we will be able to play Dunkirk and check it out as well. So
and we're used to technical issues, you know. We're game developers. So.
It's true. Yep. This is nothing new. But yeah, we are working on getting a server up now. We will be playing Dunkirk soon. This map that we're looking at now is in a playable state, and we want to play it with you guys to test it. Just give us a few. And in fact, let's take this moment to talk a little bit about playtesting. For people who are interested in playtesting, all you have to do is join that group right there, the Day of Infamy group. And this is like a community group, like any other community group on Steam, where you'll get we set up events, and you'll get an event notification that'll pop up. Wait, where's my hand? My hand should be here. That'll pop up, boop, right here in the corner of the screen, and let you know when we're testing. And once that happens, you can join us. You download the beta branch, which is really easy. You just go to Properties of the Game, Betas tab, and then opt into the beta. You update your game to the beta, and then when you're done playing the beta, you just exit out. You do the same thing, go to the normal branch. Okay, cool. People are joining the group. Good. That's the best way that we have to test our maps. Really, is to do it with the community, and we're very open about that. This other map I mentioned earlier, Breville, we're also going to be testing that. We have been testing that as Estonia, and now as Breville.
It's a lot of fun
on the map. Yeah. We will talk more about Breville in a bit. I think we'll probably play it next week, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. We've been testing that one for a little while. Today we're excited because we haven't actually talked about Dunkirk. We haven't tested it, so it'll be interesting.
Well, we kept it as a secret, you know.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it a secret.
Normally, we like pretty early on with like testing maps with the community. This time we're like, yeah, you know, we keep it a little bit of a surprise.
Hide our cards, right? Keep them close to our chest. And there were some people on the forums that actually found it. They found a map layout. And I think it was called like DK layout or something, and they opened it up and was like, uh-oh, I think they found out. So the people who did see that, you know, good detective work. Keep your eyes open. You know, actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to say there is an Easter egg in Day of Infamy that nobody's found yet. Not that I've seen, at least. I won't tell you where it is, but it's there. And because people are talking about Corporal Stoner in the chat, which is an Easter egg in Insurgency. This Easter egg is different. I tried to go for something a little different. it wasn't just me. It was also, I can't give away the details because that'll give away the surprise. But which map? Asks Sweat. No, I can't. I don't know. I don't want to give that away yet. I'm pretty sure nobody's found it yet. Yeah, I think we would see the post if they did. It's nothing too big. It's nothing too secret. It's actually in plain sight, but nobody's seen it yet. So I don't know. Maybe we'll tease that again later. But yeah, let's go to the next. Back to Dunkirk. I just wanted to tease that. Let's see what else do we have. Okay, this is a good shot. So this is in the city because it's not just the whole map's not on the beach, right?
No,
it's also in the town as well.
I think it's about. I think about 50%. Well, a little bit less. I think 45% like town, and the rest like beach and dunes. Mm-hmm. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's good to have like a balance to the layout, kind of like Foy, I guess. Foy is you have the woods, and then you attack the town. Well, I guess Foy is like 70% town. You know, it's
kind of like Sicily, but also not.
So okay, yeah.
It's unique. It is unique,
different, which is good.
Yeah,
we want unique maps, but it's I guess to describe that uniqueness, it's more town. It's more of a balance between town and beach. 40% town is what you said?
Yeah, about, yeah.
And which objective is around here?
This is objective, this hotel, so this is objective B.
Mm. Okay.
This is a big one.
So is B in the hotel?
Yeah,
like that, and that's the hotel with all the lights, like that's the hotel. That's huge, dude.
Yeah,
that's
it's really
awesome.
Huge building.
How many floors in that?
I think it's like 4 or 5 floors.
4 floors?
Yeah.
That's pretty. We don't have a lot of like. We don't have a ton of like single building objectives, do we? Because it's usually like open areas. But like a 4-story hotel is pretty sweet.
Yeah, but we also did this for technical reasons, for performance, because like
how so?
Huge building in the middle, you know, if you're like, yeah, it's a bit hard to explain the whole technical side, but like this building's like in the middle of like the player's vision, so you can't see the beach, so it doesn't render like everything on the beach, so better performance. Mm. And
because it's only gonna draw, I guess is the technical term. You're only gonna load what you see, right?
Yeah.
So if you like, well, not literally only, obviously other stuff's
not
loaded.
Always, but yeah, that's a bit too hard to explain. But yeah, to keep it clear, like this big building, like it's like in your vision, in the player's vision. So everything on the other side, you can see like it doesn't draw.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So being in the building, and that's cool because like gameplay wise, I don't know. To me, like. Most of the maps that when I think of Day of Infamy, I think of like obviously close quarters combat and there's urban stuff, but it's like building to building, not like within the hotel. That's pretty cool. Rhineland, you know, has a cool within the building fight with the factory objective. I guess Abel, I think it is, or Baker. I'm not sure, but the one like it's a little more central. But the point is like on Rhineland, there's like intra-building combat, and that's the same here. So that's cool. And excuse me, is the hotel destroyed at all, or is it like just contained, or are there big holes allowing you to get in, or is it just like the front door?
Well, there's the front door, as you can see, but you have like stairs on both sides, on the left and the right, and then we also blew a hole in the wall because you know it's a good flanking route. If you only have like one door open, like one doorway, there's like if you go in there, like directly, it's like a lobby. And you have like a balcony, so if someone is like camping upstairs, you go in like in the doorway. It's like, oh, well, you're dead. So you
need avenues, you need openings.
Yeah, you need like like alternative routes.
And this is kind of a gameplay thing, but it's also like again like the German Luftwaffe was bombing the Allied forces there, so it's plausible. And it's the Second World War, like you know there was a lot of buildings getting destroyed.
And Steve pretty much designed this, so it's really awesome.
He designed the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I haven't played it. The internal test was just among like level designers and more technical people, I think, and QA, but quality assurance, like internal testing. So I haven't actually played this map yet, so I'm excited. Gredwich asks, "Is it a church?" This is referring to.
There's no church in the map.
There's no church.
So far, there's no church.
So far, we're really breaking ground.
I mean, it can still change, you know. You never know.
No, we should keep it outside the box. No churches. There's a running joke that every map in Day of Infamy has to have a church in it. because there are a lot of churches, and because I don't know, it's Europe. Like there's a lot of churches in Europe. And,
we did our best to not include church. Like from the beginning, it's like Dunkirk. Oh, we need a church. No,
we're gonna
do something else.
Let's get outside of our comfort zone. You know, we don't want to do a church. You know.
We already have so many churches. So.
Yeah, we have plenty. There's Ortona. There's Crete.
Oh,
Crete has a Greek Orthodox church. Ortona has I guess a Roman Catholic church because it's in Italy. Foy has a church, doesn't it?
Yeah. Foy has a church.
Rhineland doesn't have a church.
No, but it's an industrial area. So
yeah,
it would be kind of weird.
It would be weird just like plop a church on. There's probably a chapel somewhere in there, but that doesn't really count.
We can still add it. Like some tank factory is like
church update for Day of Infamy, and the comments would be like, "Oh, finally!" Like I was waiting for the churches. Kamakio, yep, someone else says.
Kamakio.
Dino Tom says, "Can we play now, please?" We're actually still working on getting the server up. We want to go through, I think, one more screenshot. What do we have? Yeah, we have one more screenshot to look at of the dock area, and then we're going to do a question and answer period. We're still working on getting the server up right now, dealing with a couple of technical issues, but we do plan on testing Dunkirk during this stream. So what do we have next? The docks.
Yeah, this is the dock area.
So this is the Wehrmacht spawn, you told me, right?
Yeah, correct.
Is that right? Okay, yeah.
And they, we thought a long time about this because we kind of wanted the docks and also the canal.
Okay.
And at first we only had the docks and it was like, this is kind of cool, but no, it didn't feel like right. It didn't feel, like natural, so to say, more like man-made, like really like a game environment. Like, oh, here's the docks and that's it.
And that's something as a level designer you're always fighting against, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to seem like, oh, they put that there because it's a game. You know, it should feel like a real world.
Yeah.
And you're saying that that's why you added the canal there?
Yeah, the canal was like, I'm not sure who came up with that, but I think we all had like this idea, and at some point it was like, hey, it would be cool if it's this canal, and we connect it with the beach, like with the sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it really looks really cool, because now it makes sense, like, you know, from like a real life perspective, but it's also very cool, like from a game environment perspective.
You wanted it to look interesting, you wanted it to make sense,
yeah.
And you wanted to, I guess have a realistic reason for being there.
And then the dock cranes are pretty...
they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet, yeah, for sure. And also like very like, like unique for Dunkirk. I mean, you see them a lot in like all the reference.
Yeah.
And Maya, one of our environment artists, made these.
Yeah, she did a kick-ass job.
Yeah, she really did.
Because, you know, we're talking a lot about level design, but a big part of this is, of course, the environment art. And Maya, she made these cranes, and, like, you know, it's again, it's the little things that make the difference, like the leaflets you were talking about, but it's also the big things, like big cranes, that make you feel like, oh, I'm in a world now. I feel immersed. And that's what's, I guess, it's also cool that's like the spawn area for the Germans. Like a lot of our other spawn areas are just like in the middle of a forest or something,
exactly,
or like in a destroyed building.
If you spawn now, it's like, wow, these big cranes. Like, really feels like,
like the moment that you enter the map, you're struck by a unique angle, I guess.
Exactly, it's like very immersive, like from a very immersive perspective. Yeah.
Yep. I see. We should have. Dorwin says we should have those cranes assembling a church. Or maybe just like one big church. How about just one big church, and it's just like hanging from one of the cranes. You can make it Ben, our animator, if you're listening, make it a jiggle bone. Make it swing a little bit. That'll be the church.
I do have a cool idea for Easter egg now. So.
Oh, you do? All right, don't tell anyone.
No, of course it's Easter egg.
You can't tell anyone. Yeah.
I need to talk with the environment artist.
Okay, yeah. That's there's the hint. I see Annicator, who is in the chat right now, our project lead for Day of Infamy, Christian Baker, says it's downloading the new files. It's taking a while. We had some technical issues that caused this delay. Yep. So somebody was asking in the chat, are they going to play it? Yes. We are planning on playing Dunkirk right now. We're going to get in there and test it, or we're just going to run around in single player and spectate, show you the map itself. We're still getting the server up though. So what do we got here? Let's I think. Yep. Okay. Where's the just configuring the thing here? All right. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to open the floor to questions. If you guys have any questions, we've been talking a little bit about Dunkirk, our inspiration for it, where we got the idea, what the map is laid out, showed a couple pictures. While we get the servers up, does anybody have any questions about the map for Jeroen, who originally created the map concept and has been working on it with Steve Kron, one of our other level designers, who came from our community.
So I really did an amazing job on the map so far.
Yeah, both of you guys did. It's pretty sweet. And I'm really excited for once we do that. Questions? A hidden church inside the ocean? Don't tell them. Make an Easter egg with a church. Everybody's loving the churches, dude. Yeah. Okay, single player is available on beta branch, but servers are still going up. Plus, there's another build popping up in 10 minutes. Okay, so after we take questions, I actually think this would be better before we jump into the test. Why don't we go in game and get into spectator mode and just like move around a little bit, and you can take us through the map and show us like the German progression and such. What will the weapons be like since it's set in 1940? That's something I think we've yet to determine, but we, you know, again, it's one of those like realism versus gameplay things. Like the FG-42 is cool, and yeah, it was kind of late war. So is the STG-44, but we just want good gameplay. You know, we want people to be able to use those guns. We limit the weapons. It depends on like, even it depends on the unit that's on the map, not the unit you play as, but the unit available on the map. So we'll see. We'll give it some thought. Is there a calzone shop? There's no calzone shop to my knowledge. That's another.
Not yet.
That's another running gag. Not yet. Yeah. Look, a church next to a calzone shop. What is the nickname of this community mapper? Which person? Voyager's asking, what is the nickname of this community mapper? Do you mean Steve C? Steve C. Steve Kron. His nickname is Chief C. He made Insurgency co-op maps, which were awesome in our community, and then we actually hired him a while back, and he's been working with us for a while. Let's see if we can up the brightness a little bit here. That's better. The Dutch weather's interesting, and so it's been affecting the light here.
A pretty big thunderstorm.
Yeah, there's an awesome thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would stick around for the rest.
For the stream, like.
Yeah, for the stream. So we'd just be shouting over these awful, this awful noise. Okay. Yep. Sunshine JPEG says, thanks for being so kind. Oh, you're welcome. What did we do? I don't know. Shit, this is not right. This isn't what I want out of life right now. I don't want to be configuring colors. I just want to be answering questions. All right. Other questions for Dunkirk? Are you going to add red dot sites like Call of Duty World War II? We have no plans to add red dot sites. We are not, you know, we're not trying to make a realistic game, but at the same time, there's some stuff that would be too much and take you out of it. You know, it'd be unimmersive. And you know, but you know, it's not to say you can't do that. Like, it depends on your goals. Our goal is to make an immersive environment that, yeah, like it's kind of fictional. We're not going to let realism hold back certain things, like, you know, all these units fighting together. Maybe they wouldn't have fought together exactly. But still, we want to make a fun game with some level of immersion to it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of what we're talking about with the level design. But let's talk about Dunkirk for now. We could take more of those general questions at the end of the stream. We always do a Q&A at the end of the stream.
I saw one question from Jameson. He was asking about how big the map is.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's about the size of Sicily, I think.
Okay.
It's not that big, because you know we have to be realistic. We want to make like the deadline of the movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we couldn't make like a super huge map.
It's also like a, you know, it's a level design thing too, right? Like,
yeah. Also,
you don't want to just make huge maps. It won't be well optimized. It doesn't really fit with our gameplay.
And also, we want to put like quite some detail in the map. So if you have bigger maps, you can use less detail.
You can't just spread the leaflets everywhere. We only have so many leaflets that we can drop. You gotta make a smaller map, right? What army units are available or not on the map? Asks Warrior J, another one of our community members and modders. who made the Insurgent Veteran V3. Check that out, the Insurgent Veteran V3 on the Insurgency Workshop. They're pretty sweet. I don't know the exact units, but I know it's going to be Commonwealth versus the Wehrmacht. The Wehrmacht are going to spawn up by these docks, which you can see right here. Wehrmacht spawns here, and then the the Commonwealth will spawn. Where's the beach? Do they spawn? Wait, do they spawn on the beach?
Well, for Push, they're not spawning on the beach. They're spawning like in a building near the hotel, I think it is.
Right, near the hotel, which would be here. So the Commonwealth spawns here, except for on Liberation, I guess they spawn on the beach.
Yeah, Liberation is
right, which would be here. This is the Commonwealth spawn there. The units, well, there were Brits, there were French, there were Belgians, there were even Canadians, I think, and Dutch soldiers. So I think we're gonna have British and Canadians there, but we'll see. Probably Scottish units too, Highlanders and such. And for the Wehrmacht, it's gonna be, I don't know about paratroopers, maybe, not sure. Again, like, we want to allow for cool character customizations, so even if the Fallschirmjäger weren't there, we might consider putting them in still. Depends. Damn, they had, Armfield says, damn, they had no time to evacuate all the chairs and such from Dunkirk. Yes, there are chairs confirmed in this map, I think.
Yeah, well, so, you know, there's like, we're still working on the detail.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is very rough.
Oh, wait, I think he's, okay, you're referring to the screenshot we put on Twitter of like the table, but the chairs were gone, I think.
It's all very empty right now, but right now it's really like all about gameplay. So we're adding like really like the objects that matter for gameplay. And then we start like little things that, you know, don't have any impact on the gameplay. Right,
you don't do, you're not going to do, any art, or well, not any art. You're not going to do the big art until you know how the map plays.
It's more like a rough art. So we had like a truck in the middle of a road, but we're not going to add like the crates around it.
Exactly.
You know, that fall off it.
Right. That makes sense. All right. Any other questions before we hop in game? We're going to hop in game. We're actually going to spectate around the map and then maybe test it a little bit. Other questions? I don't think there was Canadians during the Battle of France, but I'm not sure. Asks XJ Boy. I'm not sure either. I'm not positive, but I was doing some reading about Dunkirk, and I thought that I saw there were some Canadians there, but I'm not sure. Chair DLC when? Tomorrow. We're adding chairs tomorrow. Big update. 2 gigs. Call your ISP. Let them know, hey, I'm not torrenting movies. I'm just downloading chairs for Day of Infamy.
Available in all colors.
Yeah, in all colors. That's why I'm pulling down all these gigs. I'm just downloading chairs.
A church made of chairs.
A church made of chairs?
Yeah, well, yeah.
A chair church. Shit.
Wow.
Can you guys tell us what was the inspiration behind the map? Asks Profi. Yeah, we were inspired by the movie that's coming out. We were talking a little about this earlier in the stream. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk movie coming out next month. That movie was obviously getting a lot of hype, and we saw it, and we saw like, hey, that'd be kind of cool. What if we made like a Dunkirk map? It makes sense for our setting, and people would be excited to play. You know, coming out of the theater and being like, I want to play a World War II game right now, and that would be.
I want to play Dunkirk. And
yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
And it's like, bam, there it is. You know, that was a part of our motivation. Yeah.
I'm going to play it after the movie.
Yeah, me too, dude. I think unless the movie's too sad, then I might not want to do any World War II.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know, Chris. I'm excited for the movie. I think, but I can't tell if it's like an action movie or a drama. But I like Christopher Nolan because he kind of like does both those things at the same time. I don't know.
I'm a huge fan of him.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, he's great. Interstellar, that got me, man. That really got me. there were a couple scenes there. But yeah, that was part of the inspiration. It was also like to have a unique layout, which is, we were talking about earlier, it's not traditional like Sicily or Dogred or any World War II beachhead invasion, even Landfall, the old map from the mod, which Chief C also made actually originally for Insurgency as a co-op map, and then it became a DOI map. It's not like you start at the beach and you progress as the invaders, as the attackers fighting the defenders. It's the opposite. The attackers are pushing the defenders back to the beach. So it's a unique layout in that. Okay. Will you have a Dunkirk movie reference in the map? Asks Mike Reed. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's still in progress. I don't know. It'd be cool. We're inspired by the movie. I don't know if we want to make any direct references to it. Also, like, we haven't seen the movie because the movie's not out yet.
Yeah.
The movie just kind of gave us the idea. We thought it would be cool.
Well, we have enough elements, for a movie like gazebos, and we have the beach. Wow.
We're also inspired by real life, which is what happened, which is what they were inspired by.
And of course, after we have seen the movie, we're probably gonna update the map a bit more and add some cool elements here. And
yeah,
there.
maybe maybe if there's more art that can be added,
Yeah, and maybe already like spot on and like wow, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, well, I think that's enough there. Let's hop in game.
Check out the map.
Yeah, let's check out the map. We're gonna spectate around in it a little bit. I don't believe that the server is up yet for testing, but the server will be up and open for testing. Excuse me, in a bit. Armfelt asks, map specific VO. Excuse me, no, there is no map specific VO. All of our VO is like tied to the unit and the game mode and all that kind of thing. It's like 730 lines per character, 740 or 750 for the Wehrmacht, because they have to react to more attacking support options. So where was I? Yes. Who is the second guy? Asks Juden. If people are just joining us, my name is Michael Saruhas. I'm the community manager and writer for New World. This is Jeroen van Verkoven. He was the original creator of Dunkirk. He worked on it with a lot of team members, but it was his concept. And he is a lead level designer at New World for both Dave Infamy and Insurgency Sandstorm. Anyway, let's jump on in. Where's the thing? Got this. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So we're gonna boot up Dave Infamy here. Damn, this guy created Dunkirk. Yes. Jeroen van Verkoven created... No, I mean the city. You built the French city of Dunkirk, didn't you?
Wow.
You just erected...
In real life.
I did, yeah. That's what level design is, man. You're creating worlds. All right. So,
creating new worlds at New World.
You just...
Mind-blowing.
You just... I'm not going to be able to do the rest of the stream, man. My brains are going to be all over the desk and you and in the ground. You blew my mind. Okay. So, let's see what we got here. I'm just going to load the map. And again, we're just going to spectate into it. And actually, I think I'll give you want to take the controls and you can take... Okay,
sure.
Yeah. Just take us through the map a little bit while we still get the server up. Map's loading. If you guys have any questions about the map, or if there's anything you want to see specifically, just let us know. Okay, here, I'm going to move this microphone, pardon the noise. I'm going to roll on up. There, we got nice chords. That's good. That's nice. Okay. Oh, you're left-handed.
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
I forgot. Okay. So as you can see, we have the Brits, we have the Canadians. There might be a couple others we're adding. But this is it. Okay, so what are we looking at right now?
Well, we're looking now at the beach area. As you can see,
that boat is sick, dude. Who made that boat?
Aaron Baker made this boat.
Aaron Baker.
Yeah.
Sweet. And is that where the radio is?
This is where the radio is. Yeah, you can go inside.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. Oh, sweet. Yeah.
And there you go. There's the radio.
This must have been one of the merchant ships, because like when the Battle of Dunkirk happened and they were evacuating, they had all these like commercial people, just civilians, that brought their boats because they needed to get British soldiers, Allied soldiers, off and away from France and to escape. So this is like clearly like a more civilian-inspired boat. I think it looks like a merchant ship.
Yeah, it's I don't know the exact name anymore. He told me, I always forget that. But yeah, it's like a fisher's boat, pretty much.
Exactly. Right. It looks like a fisher's boat.
Yeah.
Is it gonna have sails, or did they not have sails? Of course. Wait, no.
No,
They were fucking. It's 1940. Why would they have sails?
And also, it's like like on the like crashed and destroyed and everything.
All right.
Before that, in this room, we had like the radio, and we had like kind of cool. We had the boat like kind of like on an angle. But yeah, it didn't feel like right, because it's like now much more cooler that you have like inside.
Yeah, I like that you have to like break inside, and that's like the last line of defense.
And super protected too. I mean, it's like there's no, you cannot hit it from here anywhere. You really have to go around it.
Okay.
To get inside.
That's cool.
As the attackers. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only entrance is on the other side.
Well, as you can see here, like all the
that's sweet. And that's that's a dog, right? That's that objective. The boat, like the radio.
Yeah,
dog,
that's right. Yeah, it's dog.
So if you're playing invasion or offensive, and you're up to that, like you have no no reinforcements. But at the same time, you have the advantage of you're on the open beach and you can snipe and you can hit the Germans as they come at you.
I sound like the Terminator. Get down. So yeah, you can see like how difficult it was for the level designers to.
Yeah, because it's just a beach. You really need to populate the
very
area.
open, and we had this idea to make the beach very flat. At some point, we're like, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not fun. Like it's more accurate to the movie, but in the end, we're making a game. We're making something that needs to be fun, and so we decided to make it a bit more like hilly and less, less flat, more interesting for gameplay, more fun for the most part.
And that's always what you need to keep in mind. Yeah.
Well, you can see on this side, like I was saying, like we had so much stuff. At some point, we had like vehicles everywhere, so there wasn't a clear path like from here.
And there already are a lot of vehicles.
There's still a lot of vehicles, but not that much anymore. We removed a lot. It might be too much now, but that's.
Yeah, but that's what you'll see, right? And
that's game development.
Yeah, that's game development. Yeah. So we'll see. And again, like, no matter what. Even if it looks like, oh, there wouldn't be that many trucks on the beach. Yeah, maybe, but like no matter what, it has to be fun to play.
Yeah.
As you're saying. Yeah.
That's really key. I mean, any level designer that's like tuned in right now, make sure level is fun. Even if it's like not super balanced. If people enjoy the map, well, you already have half the battle won.
There you go.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat is asking about the grass. There's no grass in that build? No, I don't think there is, right?
There's.
Oh wait, grass!
Wow, that's okay.
Shit. Yeah. This is the grass is a work in progress too, but there is grass.
There is grass, yeah.
Check it out.
Awesome already, right?
Look at that grass moving.
Wow.
Good man. It's a windy day, Dunkirk. Oh, this is a Twitter shot. Was like this.
Yeah, I think it was like this, something like this. We just reproduce it.
That's sick. Yeah.
Well, here's the airplane. This is C.
This is okay. This is objective C on.
It's offensive C.
Right. We've been working on Sandstorm, so we're still.
Yeah, it's like all the time I push and wait, no, it's offensive.
Yeah.
And here you go. Here's the wing, and you can actually like
that's
stand
a cool
on this.
I like that.
Yeah.
And did you? Oh, and there's okay.
There's
so you did put a gazebo in. You just pushed it. Further inland.
The gazebo was first in this location. Oh. It just it didn't feel right. And also it was very like pretty OP. Towards the beach.
Can you go? And this, I was actually just about to ask this. King Coffee asks, "Can you go inside the plane?" Ooh.
I think you can. I didn't.
It looks like it
myself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But actually, it's gonna. I mean, if you not can go inside right now, we're gonna make that possible.
Right. You want to have that. You want to be able to go inside.
Yeah, because then you can go like this, like whoop, and
it's better cover. You could hide. Like if you're capturing it, when you capture objectives, you want to like put your ass in a corner and just like look out, and you could do that in the plane, assuming that's in the the zone.
I always like this, you see like a wing or something. It's like another layer of detail. That's really cool.
Okay.
There's the gazebo.
Gazebo's cool.
Yeah.
And that was you said that was originally where the plane is right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the dunes were like a lot bigger. I think the dunes were like somewhere around here, like the beach, but it was just too much.
No,
we wanted more focus on the beach itself than actually on the dunes. It was just like, I want to make it a bit less. Put a bit less attention on the dunes.
Right. You obviously the beach is important. Like that's a part of the narrative and it's part of one of the objectives.
Really important.
but at the same time, you want to have the map can't be one huge beach. You want to have different environments.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is
look, Takaza, Aaron Baker, one of our artists, says in our chat right now, you will be able to enter the plane. Working on that right now. There you go. We're all here. We're all in the chat.
Yeah.
We got our animator. We got our project lead. We got one of our artists. Yeah. We're really seriously. We're really excited to show people this because we don't normally like do these kinds of in-depth interviews. We don't normally do these kinds of in-depth explanations of like what went into the map and all that. Get people excited, and get ourselves excited. So it's been really cool, and I'm really happy to see all you guys out here, by the way. And again, if you have any questions, just feel free to throw them in the chat. Where's the objective? Asks Chris. Yeah. Again, we're going backwards, right? Because so the dog objective. This is an invasion. Dog would be the radio. That's in that boat.
This boat here.
Yep. Charlie is the plane.
It's a plane.
Yep. So let's take us to
the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel. Ooh, an interior.
You can go inside.
This is the hotel.
This is the hotel. Yeah.
Right on the beach. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool, right? I mean, if you look at if you see it from here, it's like very majestic building.
But I mean, it's no church.
It's no church. No. We can
it's still majestic.
We can put a clock tower somewhere.
No, church. Just plop a church on top of the building. Take the elevator to the church. Cool. And obviously, this is a work in progress, so there's not a lot of detail in here.
Yeah, as you can see now, this is really like from like only gameplay. We have like this counter here, and well, that's pretty much it for now. You might add some crates at some point here, or like a table, but for now it's just like very important that we get like the core gameplay right, and then we can add more stuff and make it more interesting and more immersive.
And this is a big building too.
Yeah, it's
where are the stairs?
The stairs are here.
Okay.
On this side, and also you can see like what I was talking about before about like having two entry points.
Yeah.
Because if you have only this one, like if there's someone sitting up here, then we can just like fire down. It's like, and you're dead.
Have you guys thought about making that a destructible wall, as we have in like Dog Red or others?
Might be a cool idea, at some point.
Just a thought.
Yeah, that might be cool.
And this is the hotel from the other side, of course.
It's really big.
And how? Yeah, it's 4 floors. Shit. Can you go up to the 4th floor?
3, 4. Well, you cannot access them all, because then
Right.
There's always a thing with it's really cool to have like everything open, but in the end it's very hard if like 32 players and there are like inside buildings and like 2 guys on the street. Like where are all the enemies? Well, they're all inside the building somewhere. So you always have to take that into account, making sure like you not open everything.
Right, because then it just gets too confusing. And
you don't have any
maze-like
encounters with other players. One of the things with the back of the hotel, we were first thinking about opening like a 2nd floor, but it's just too much, as you can see. Like if you get sniped from here, it's like...
sorry, Allied Forces. Like it's just...
Poor guys.
You can look at everything.
So we might open some windows though on this side at some point.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Might be cool. Yeah.
There's a couple there, but maybe you can. Oh, and it's cool because like the grass is mostly in the way, but like maybe you can get a shot off.
Yeah, that's it's just cool. like we have a little bit of line of sight still.
Just a little. I like that it's just a little bit.
Yeah. So the objective B is in here.
Okay, and where exactly?
I think it's like this entire thing. I'm not sure if it's still the same. So it changes a lot. I think it's this area here. So it's a really cool area. And this here.
And do you have to be on the 2nd floor to cap it, or
also the 1st floor?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm using the American. It's the ground floor and the 1st floor to European. Right?
Oh yeah, it's the ground floor and.
Got you.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
1st floor.
That's cool. All right. So then before that, we got the street, and of course, those 2 sides, those lead to the beach, right?
Yeah, and as you can see, their hotel is here, so it's blocking the player's view, which is good for performance, because you can see the beach.
Performance.
Yeah, and here you can once again see like we put like 1 truck in here, but of course there can be more detail like lamppost and we already have one
the
here.
Crater, the aforementioned crater. I see XVGX Matt says you guys should make the beach as big as Dog Red. What do you think about that?
I think it's too much. It's just very difficult then to have the objectives placed well and balanced, and also for detailing. We have this like old town that we have to detail, really want to make it awesome
and optimized.
Yeah, optimize it of course, and then you have like this beach area too. And also water in Source is just like a bit more like heavy performance-wise because of all the reflections. So we need to take that into account too. We also want to know people with less powerful computers to enjoy this map.
This isn't the beach isn't the opener like it is in Dog Red or in Sicily, where it should be expanded. It's the final objective, and you can see from the layout on the beach going for a much tighter sort of thing for what eventually is the I guess the radio objective, like the last stand. So yeah, let's go back.
I feel some alleys, like you can go
some
through here.
Okay. Another gazebo, cool.
Yeah, we have another gazebo here.
I like the civilian car abandoned. That's sweet.
Yeah, we changed this area quite a bit. First it was just like a street. I think one of our environment artists actually came with the idea. I think it was Johnny. Like, hey, we can have another gazebo here. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's almost like not a town square, but similar to that.
Yeah. And
is this objective Able, or?
No, Able is in this building here.
Cool.
I think yeah, with the second floor. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and as you can see, there are like not like many routes yet, but that might change. I mean, we always have like the core first, and then we might add some alternative routes, open some more buildings if it's necessary. Although we already have some cool, accessible.
Yeah, I see. That's actually what Armfelt is saying. Tunnels, cellars, flank opportunities, where are the choke points, and that's what we're working on. That's what we're trying to figure out where they should be. There's some alleys over here to the left. There's the upper windows, all that stuff like centering around the gazebo and.
Well, this is really a choke point because you kind of have to go through here, so it's like, yeah, this is going to be really interesting.
Tight and urban, but still, like again, I like the open square kind of layout of this part.
Yeah, and also fits with our game vision because we really want this like big encounters with like in Ortona we have like the street and like two armies fighting with each other. So. So yeah, this is all like the town area, and then we have there in the back the beach, of course. Then we have here more like the industrial area. This is like the docks.
Nice. Ooh, look at that crane. Oh, I like the destroyed buildings across the canal.
Cranes are awesome, right?
That's cool. Yeah, that's sweet. Thanks, Maya, if you're out there.
Yeah, thank you, Maya. Really awesome work. Yeah, and we have like on the other side destroyed building. We really had this idea already early on. Like it would be cool if we have like very destroyed buildings in like the 3D skybox. This is not accessible.
Right. Yeah. This is just.
See.
It's a fake town. It's like an Independence Day when they showed you the White House blown up. That was just a tiny town, and it's like they always do in the movies.
Yeah.
I'm being told now there's a message that popped up. We do have the server coming up, so we are going to test Dunkirk now. Thank you, Christian, and Wayne, and everyone else who helped get that sorted out. Why don't we... I'm going to need to reset Dave Infamy because we have a new build, and then we'll try and join the server. And Jeroen, if you'd like, you can join us as well
Sounds
from
good.
your computer. Let me see this real quick, and I will get things running. So I'll just quit out of the game here. Cool. There we go. Alright. And there's the update. For people who are just joining us, my name is Michael Surohas. I'm the community manager and writer for New World, and I'm here with Jeroen van Berkhoven, a lead level designer. We've been talking about Dave Infamy's new map, Dunkirk, and we're actually going to beta test it right now. If you're not familiar with how to get on the beta test, if you want to test with us, all you got to do is you got to right-click on Dave Infamy, go to Properties, the Betas tab, And then in the drop-down thing, you're going to see an option that says beta, and there's one that says none. You click on beta, your game will update to the beta, and then after that, when you're done, you play the beta, you boot up the game, you'll see the server in the browser. When you're ready to go back to the normal branch, you just go back to that same menu and opt out of the beta. So let's hop in here.
All right, I'm gonna hop in game too.
Cool.
See you on the beach,
is not
man.
leaving us. Thank you again. It was a great interview.
Yeah.
It was cool to talk. And maybe like once we're done, you can come back here. We'll answer a couple more questions if anybody had any. But I will see you on the beach.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hopefully not for the Brits. Maybe we can hold them. I don't want to get pushed back to that beach, man. As cool as that boat is.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Yep. See ya. Euron will be in the game, by the way, as Xanthi, and I as Mikey. So let's get our ducks in row here. Okay. There she is, Dunkirk. Does anybody have any questions on how to get into the beta? Are those instructions clear? Please let us know. Almoid asks, is Day of Infamy a standalone game or is it a mod in Insurgency? It used to be a mod and it still is, but we also made it into a standalone game. Cool, so here we are with the Brits. Now we're playing. We are on the beach. This is Liberation mode, and this is our spawn. And this beach got fucked up! Look at this shit. Ooh. There's the plane, which you can enter. Uh-oh. German artillery. I think you gotta get on the other side. Okay, never mind. No, I'll get in the plane later. I think, as Aaron was saying, shit. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. This grass in this map is a work in progress. That's why you're seeing some flickering. Shit, they're here. Oh! Got him. Fuck. Oh. Close quarters bolt action is the tensest. Puffy asks, who did the voice acting for this side? Well, each faction has multiple voice actors. This unit, the Canadian unit, was done by Kai McKenzie, who is a contemporary, an associate. He knew George Exley, the voice actor and the writer for the British soldier, Scottish soldier, and the Commonwealth Station character, guy on the radio. That was all George Exley. And George Exley put us in touch with Kai, who's a Canadian voice actor, who voiced the Canadians, who I am right now. Right. And Kai, I've said this before on the stream, all our actors, like, they really got it right from the get-go. I was gonna pick that up, but I thought it was a pistol or something. It was a human foot. Hey, warrior, what up? You know, I have a bolt action, but I find that impact grenades work better. At close range, anyway. As long as it's not too close. Oh! Nice. Oh shit! Fuck. Oh, I got a handgun. That's good. Oh shit! Thought I was being clever. Varstead says, "Remember, Mikey, feet aren't guns." Oh, I know. It just always gets me. You can hold them like guns, especially when they're severed from your body. Oh, speaking of voice acting, here's another one of the characters that we have. The Indian unit, the Sikh soldier. That was by Cameron Nikad. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but he did a really great job. He's done a couple other games as well. And this is actually the player, Brian Birnbaum. Hey Brian, we're really liking that sky you made. Thanks for giving us the gift of the sun. It is pretty. Look out for that explosive though. Run, run, no! No! No, no, no. We just wanted to look at this. We just wanted to have a nice day on the beach, man. I think I gotta help my team out. That's what I need to do.
On my way, buddy.
Any officers?
I don't think so, buddy.
Because we got like 0 waves and 0 cents right now. What's that? To flank? Yes, I agree. Oh, there's Jeroen. Hey, dude.
Hello.
I can't hear you in game, but I can hear you in real life because you're sitting over there.
Ah, fucking A! Enemy at Baker! Are you bloody kidding?
Oh, let's clear the room, baby. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh, stop, stop, stop!
Cover me, reloading!
Oh fuck! There's more. The server is filling up, but there are other servers that are available. So if you guys want to play Dunkirk, feel free to join. Nice, yeah, server's full. You got another one up. For people who are just joining us, my name is Michael Sruhas. I'm the, also known as Mikey, community manager and writer for New World. We just are playing our new map, Dunkirk, right now, which is based on the Battle of the Same Name, end of the movie by Christopher Nolan, coming out next month, which kind of served as our inspiration. And we are excited to finally be showing it off. This is an early playtest. We're playing Liberation. We might play some Invasion or Offensive next. Earlier, we interviewed the map's creator, original concepter, Jeroen van Werkhoven. And he was talking a little bit about the inspiration for the design and what makes the map special. The inverse layout, I think, is the coolest thing, where you're playing the beach over there, which you can see. That's where the British spawn. Or, I'm sorry, that's where the British are pushed back to, the Commonwealth. By the end of the map, instead of invading from the beach, that's the last objective. The Germans are attacking and invading, pushing you to the beach. Just like the battle, everybody was stuck on the beach. I see Meet Yourself made a clip for "Hey Brian" when I got destroyed. Thanks, dude. And if you have a Twitter account, please tweet that out and tag @DaveInfamyGame. We can retweet that. I definitely want to see that. I see you're also trying to validate the cache. Yeah, reset Steam, and that should help you. Man, this is tense. The hell are they? If Warrior J gets this, there's only 56 seconds remaining. Nice.
HQ just reported we secured Charlie. Someone bring me a radio. Move your keister. I'm heading to Able.
Oops, sorry. I meant to say, okay.
Roger that. Coming to you, bud. What, Charles, buddy boy? On my way, buddy. Station, this is Section Commander. Requesting you bomb these frickin' Jays right here. Over.
Nice, good round. We had the majority control, so we won. Big money. Rick Nashty says, "Yo, I can see through some walls." Yeah, this map is a work in progress. Actually, if you don't mind going to support.newworldinteractive.com and showing us screenshots of the walls, we can definitely look into that. I'll provide a link. We do want to get feedback from you guys on general balance and also bug reports. Hido asks, Mikey, can you explain the game modes compared to Insurgency? Yeah, sure, absolutely. This mode right now is Liberation, where you're securing non-linearly. You can capture in whatever order all of the objectives, but you also have waves. Think of it kind of like Firefight, but with waves, or Skirmish without the cache. You could, yeah, I'm using Insurgency modes as comparison. We also have Invasion and Offensive, which are similar to Push, where it's just a linear objective by objective, one at a time. Offensive, the defenders have to use a regroup point to respawn their team. In Invasion, you just rely on the waves. Those are the three maps that we're testing sorry, those are the three modes we're testing on this map, or at least one other. I think we might do Offensive.
Coming to you, bud. Roger that. Aye, good call. Left, go left. HQ is reporting we're on Charlie. Update from HQ. We're capturing Baker. Artillery on this position. Over. Affirmative. Initiating barrage. Popping the smoke. Casualty. Confirmed. Focus on your target.
This is sweet.
Command reports we're securing Baker, boys.
Whoa!
Christ.
Confirming rocket attack on target. Good strike.
Fuck. I was playing Insurgency 2 days ago, or 1 day ago, and I looked into this corner and I almost reached for my flashlight button attached to my gun. What year is it? I'm gonna just inch my way up here.
Over there, you muppets, to the southwest. Fire, yes, okay.
Ah, shit. Should have aimed for that second shot.
right? Who's parking the radio? I need one. On my way, buddy. Aye, good call. Roger that.
Holy shit! This is bad. Oh, I don't... Help! Let me in! I'm British, I'm not German. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, I'm Canadian. Damn, they would've... If only I said Canadian. Oh, shit. That's the air support system at work, right? I see there's a couple questions in the chat. I will try to answer questions as I can, but we are a bit distracted by gameplay. So if you would please hold your questions until the question answer period at the end. Well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying I'm a little distracted, so I might not be able to get to it. But I will when I die, if I can. If I die. But we always, at the end of every stream, do a... Fuck. Fucking... Smoke bomb! Pa! We always do a question and answer period at the very end. Oh, this is sneaky. Except for my coughing. That's not very sneaky.
Help needed! No! I'm over there!
Oh, stop reloading! Stop!
Fucking A! Enemy at Baker!
Fuck, where are they? I can hear him yelling.
Can't get smoke going here, boys. Got enemy at Able, damn it!
Ooh.
Cover me, reloading! Good night, Fritz! Fucking got him!
Ooh, got him. A sniper in there. Great throw. Very vertical.
Command reports they've got our boys on Charlie. On my way.
Oh, good round. Can we do Invasion next? I'd like to play Invasion. Fortune says, that shotgun reach though. Yeah, man. Shotguns are deadly. And they shoot further than people think. Also, there's no armor in this war. No, not really. Puffy says, deadly unlike an Insurgency. Ah, I've killed plenty of people with a shotgun in Insurgency. Yeah, like, it's not the most effective weapon at range, and like, the game's lethal in general, so maybe it's just better to run an M16. But, I don't know, it has its application.
Bewegung! Schnell, bewegt euch! Ich komme zu dir! Höre gerade, wir sind auf Cäsar! Führungsstelle meldet, der Feind erobert Anton! Wer hat ein Funkgerät? Zu mir damit! Ich komme rüber! Führungsstelle meldet, unsere Männer sichern Bertha!
Leitstelle, ihr Gruppenführer!
Verdammt nochmal!
Könnt ihr auf diese Position Nachschub abwerfen? Kommen!
Wer hat einen? Hauptgut gemeldet! Hey, wir haben kleine Nachgesichert! Südosten! Kann ich hier Unterstützung bekommen?
We're gonna look into testing offensive next, by the way. But for now, it's liberation as the Germans. Whoa! Dying as the Germans. Let's attack the beach. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh. Woo! Whoa! He dropped his grenade. Whoa! Whoa! Can't ever. You're never safe in Day of Infamy. Nice. Hey, I have radio if you want to call it in. Either of you. Both? Neither? It's up to you. Don't we see that guy? We're all just... Whoa! You're just phoning it in, huh? This is sweet. We're like firing on the beach. Uh-oh. Fuck. There are bombers. Oh shit. Ooh, good round.
It's really good. It just needs some polish.
Yeah? How do you guys like it so far? Getting some feedback. People, someone says the hotel could use some more windows. That's cool. Seems generally positive for what I'm seeing in the chat right here. For people watching, maybe some of you are playing and watching at the same time. Maybe you're just watching. What are your thoughts so far? Any opinions on the map you'd like to share? Oh boy. Oh! Oh! No! No, 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 no. Dude, where the hell are they? That guy's got the right idea. What's going on with this objective?
Führungsstelle meldet der Feind in Bertha ein. Feind eliminiert.
Objekt gesichert. Ja. Führungsstelle meldet, wir haben Bertha gesichert. Ich muss nachladen.
Call it in, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shot you directly in the back. Shit. This is fucking crazy.
Hey, ich bin hier am Nachladen.
Ich sehe den Feind im Westen.
Ich nebele ein. Nebelgranaten raus.
Jawohl.
Whoa. Whoa, I'm dead. Can squeeze out the windows. Good.
Achtung, ich lade nach! Leitstelle! Hier Gruppenführer! Benötige Artillerie an dieser Position! Bitte bestätigen! Nachricht erhalten! Der Feind steht bei Bertha! Nachricht erhalten! Wie sich an Anton!
Ich darf eine nicht.
Gut! Führungsstelle meldet, dass wir Anton eingenommen haben! Männer! Männer! Feinde östlich!
Nice.
Feind getötet. In Ordnung.
We're gonna change to offensive, so stand by.
Sweet.
Just give it 1 second. Hold on, we're trying to sort out the level change here, trying to play on offensive, not liberation.
All key locations in this area. Expect reinforcements once we take a point. And don't let those goose-dipping assholes take them. I don't want my sectors fucking...
I want to be the Commonwealth. I guess everybody wants to be right now. I'm being told there might be an issue with offensive, but let's see.
Dass wir in diesem Gebiet durchbrechen. Arbeitet euch durch und zerstört die feindlichen Kommunikationsanlagen. Wir haben Unterstützung. Nehmt eure Funkgeräte mit. Macht euch fertig. Haltet eure Nebelgranaten griffbereit. Führungsstelle.
Holy shit! They're right there! You just blew up my buddies. Damn, it's some intense close quarters combat.
Bin unterwegs.
Jawohl. Nebelgranaten raus.
Oh shit, they're blowing us away, dude. I better stick with the radio. This guy's got the right idea. VIP poop.
Wer hat ein Funkgerät? Zu mir damit.
I got you. I'm coming.
Ich komme zu dir!
Hauptquartier meldet sich näher. Schießt Artillerie!
I thought that was the sound of a Bren.
Gib mir Deckung!
Oh, geez, this looks awful. Look at that. Damn. They're really pushing up on us. Whoa! Mamma mia! Ow! Pegranas, good morning. New map workshop. This is a new official map we're reviewing just today called Dunkirk, based on the battle at Dunkirk in 1940, where German forces pushed the Brits to the beaches. And that's what we're trying to do right now, but the Brits, or not just the Brits, the Commonwealth, the Allied forces, are pretty damn resilient in this alternate history Dunkirk. Just gonna crawl under your machine gun fire. Ow! Hot. Nice. Play. Ugh.
Ich neble ein, Männer! Verdammt, die töten uns! Hey Männer, Feind im Osten!
Feind entdeckt!
Dude, somebody kill that machine gunner, damn.
Jungs, ich benötige Unterstützung hier!
There we go.
Leitstelle, die Truppen bestätige! Könnt ihr auf dieser Position Nachschub abwerfen? Kommen!
Oh, thank you. Woo. Ah, fuck.
Jesus Maria, ist das ein Bomber? Männer, ich
Bewegt eure Herrscher!
Oh boy.
Hauptquartier meldet, dass unsere Männer bei Bertha sind! Nebelgranaten drauf! Ich werfe Nebelgranate!
Throw those smoke grenades, boys.
Nebelgranaten drauf! Scheiße!
Oh shit! Whew. That was a lucky shot.
Brauche Hilfe! Brauche ein Funkgerät! Mehr Arbeit!
Burn him. Thanks for the fire cover, Druth. Oh god. It's so hard to get in there.
Hauptquartier meldet, dass unsere Männer bei Bertha sind.
Good idea. Smoke. Just gonna lay right here. Bomb, 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 bomb! Oh, we just traded the bomb twice. That's funny. Oh man. Oh shit. This is the time of the clutch. Yeah, nice, dude. Holy shit, we got a shitload of waves. We're gonna look into that wave issue. I don't think you should be getting 5 waves. That's the guy that blew me up before. Probably. Yeah, I got a radio if you guys want it. Sorry about the smoke, it's my bad. Oh.
Gute Arbeit! Führungsstelle meldet, dass wir Cäsar eingenommen haben. Alles klar! Ich komme!
Officer, could you please call in a Stuka on the boat? Let's test and see if it penetrates. just get your goggles on up there. Oh boy. Well, there's nobody around.
Also Jungs, Führungsstelle meldet, wir nehmen Dora ein.
Good round. We're gonna look into that wave issue. We're gonna back out and we're gonna do a question and answer period in the stream for anybody who's interested. Come on out and let us know if you have any questions. And also please share your feedback with us on Dunkirk. But otherwise, continue to play. Okay, so now we're gonna do a quick question and answer session, gather some feedback. Oh, there's an error. Okay, thank you Windows for letting me know there was an error. Very, very helpful. Very appreciative of that. And now we're gonna hop in. Cool. So let me just set the questions up here, or set the hotkeys up here. Okay, good. For people who have just joined us or have come late, my name is Michael Surhas, also known as Mikey in game. I'm the community manager and writer for New World. I'm here with Jeroen van Berkhoven, the lead level designer and the creator of Dunkirk. We were just playing Dunkirk, our new map, which we revealed today. It's looking pretty good. I think it's already, despite this being like our first public play session, that played pretty well. Like I felt pretty good. I thought for a minute, maybe like during that offensive push with the Germans, it was too hard, but then we managed to get it. I don't know, and that was just one round anyway. So like,
well, Alpha was a bit too hard still. But,
yeah,
you know, we're gonna tweak it more, and but it felt pretty good already. I mean,
yeah, it did. I think the Commonwealth spawn was too far forward.
Yeah.
Because I spawned in and I like rounded the corner like, here we go, team, and then I think it was Atheist Nightmare with the explosive grenade was just like, ha-ha, and then just blew two of my buddies up, and then he got gunned down. It was just.
Well, I was reading on our dev chat. There was like a problem with one of the spawn areas. So
okay.
Might be that.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So you know, let's take some questions about Dunkirk. If you have any questions about level design for Jeroen in general, for Day of Infamy or Sandstorm, let us know. But first, feedback on Dunkirk. That's what we want to hear. So let's talk about feedback. How did you guys like the map? Yeah, what's your first impression? Did you like it? We hope you did. It's obviously a work in progress, but DOI Lover says feedback on Dunkirk. It was a death trap for the Allies. We were lucky to escape. That's true. Yeah, and I saw your comments earlier as well, talking about the map, how the Germans barely lost anyone. You know, keep in mind, like, we're not trying to make like a realistic depiction of the Battle of Dunkirk, right? We want to make a fun game first, but we want it to be inspired by some historic battles, you know, just like Dog Red. Like, we're not trying to accurately match the death counts, of course, but there was combat. Like, troops defended and fought. At least, I don't know how big the unit was, but there was a unit of German infantry, I believe, that fought during that battle, during that week of the evacuation. And the Luftwaffe, of course, was coming around, strafing them and stuff. But even if that weren't the case historically, this is just inspiration. Like, we're taking creative liberty with it at the same time. It looked cool, though, not historical, but nice map. Yeah, again, we're not trying to claim that this is historical, you know. Some of these units might have not even been there that you can play as. Again, like, that's just inspiration. That's just an aesthetic choice. Gameplay is the first thing. Okay, that's cool. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for your question and your comment. Any other feedback on Dunkirk? Let me ask you, Jeroen, what did you think so far?
I think so far it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it needs some work in a lot of areas, but yeah, the overall vision is it's getting there.
It felt pretty good,
Yeah.
especially for the first test. And nothing stood out to me as being like, oh, that's no good. I liked fighting in each section. I think
the beach area was pretty cool because it was like
at the
very
end, that
hard.
was sweet.
Very hard for
I was like crawling over
defenders.
as the Germans. Well, I don't know, I would say it was actually hard for us as the German attackers at first. And even though they had no waves and we had 7, we got whittled down to like 3.
Yeah.
And I was afraid to like come. We were trying to call on artillery, but the Brits called in a bomber on us, and that was really cool. And also worth noting, there are more modes to come for this map, not just in PvP, but also in co-op. And we're going to check more modes out. Maybe not next week. Next week, I think we'll focus on our new map, Breville. But the week after that, maybe we'll see. We definitely want to test Dunkirk more with you guys. If you didn't get to play it during this test, the server's still up. But we will have more play tests for this. Just make sure you're in the community group, which I will link again. Crabbaby says, just joined the stream. Is it nearly finished? Yes. We just checked out the map, Dunkirk. We're doing a question and answer period now. But as I was saying, rest assured, we're going to do more tests of this. Not just for streams, but also just join that group right there. I'll explain.
Because now we can,
Now we can. We
revealed it. So.
Yeah, the world knows.
Yeah.
Atheist Nightmare says, I liked the beach area. Dylan says, I like the urban setting. Yeah, again, like, often when you go to test a map, you might play like in one section, it's like, oh, that's just clearly unbalanced, like there's a problem with this part of the level because there's not enough cover here, or it's too close to the spawn or whatever. Nothing like that stuck out to me.
It's cool to hear though, that some people enjoy the urban area and others the beach. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what we're going for, like having a bit for everyone.
It is a good balance. It's like 3 things, I guess. Well, it's 2 things. It's urban and then the beach, but the urban has different flavors. First, it's like open street. Then it's like, well, I guess they're both buildings that you get, but the hotel's like more of a focus in the second objective.
Yeah, maybe the dock area is more like, more industrial, like a bit more open.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a bit mid-range.
Yeah.
They have like a very open area, like that's the beach, so that's like long range. And then close quarters in the buildings.
But you don't do much fighting around the docks.
No, not really.
But I like that there's 2 urban objectives, and they feel different. Like they're both just buildings, but they feel different the way you fight for them. Yeah. Like for the Germans attacking, I'm just thinking of offensive, but I mean it applies to liberation too, which feels kind of linear. But that's just the design of the map, I think. It's more of a fight to get into the building. I felt like for the hotel it was harder, a little harder, I guess things I don't criticism would be maybe that liberation felt too linear, but again, I think it's just the way of the map. Maybe if you were able to widen it a little more, there'd be more like flanking routes, but otherwise it felt pretty linear.
I think it needs some more accessible buildings. Yeah. Like in general, also for offensive, especially on the attacker side, they need to have some better better firing positions. So they have like a bit of an advantage against the defenders. Especially like for the beach it's working, but for the town it just needs to be open up a bit more.
I think so, yeah. And do you feel like you could open it in such a way that would allow in liberation to flank all the way around and like get the other objective?
Not sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should flank all the way around because then you can just like skip one objective. You should still go through it, so you have to like the choke point. Yeah. At that location. But yeah, I mean there are possibilities.
Yeah, sure. That's true. Yeah, it is just the nature of the map that it's a little more narrow, so it's not going to be like other maps with liberation.
No, it's not going to be like as
Rhineland or something. Yeah. But that's okay because I guess not to put words in your mouth, but you could say that the focus is more linear for modes like invasion and offensive.
Yeah, it's a bit more linear. I mean, I think it's a bit Ortona in a way. Yeah. You have like the narrow streets.
No, I can see that. That's
like
true.
Some flanking routes, but not like too much, too wide.
Yeah. No, it's still there for sure, and we didn't play enough on liberation for me to make this conclusion.
But this was our like first test with the community, so yeah, we can like look at the data and tweak it and
for sure. Yeah, I see. There's actually there's a question. Where was it? Oh yeah, Pegleg says, I saw a bug on Dunkirk. Is it worth reporting yet? Yes, absolutely. Please report your bugs. This is our first public test. We want to hear all of your bugs. Report bugs here at support.newworldinteractive.com.
Yeah, and post your feedback on the forums, please, because that's really, really helpful for us.
Yeah, I'm going to get a link to the forums right now. Seriously, the whole reason why we do these tests is to test your balance and to see what people think. And we want to know your feedback. Any other thoughts on Dunkirk? Oh, that's Squad. Jan is in the chat, one of our other level designers. There's a huge missing texture, but these will be fixed. Where was the missing texture? We will fix them, but
I don't think it was a missing texture. I mean, I see some people sometimes confused by like depth textures. We have these white textures.
Oh yeah.
In
the white texture is a temporary texture.
Yeah, it's like very early in development, just use like pretty much like white textures.
Yeah, that's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's missing. It means it's just yet to be put there. Call it a planned texture spot. For confirmation, is Dunkirk still playable on the beta, or have you got to wait for the next notification? Oh, it's playable. Go on in, run around, have fun. We push builds out, and then your game will update. I mean, once we add, you could host a server if you want on the beta right now, and you could play it with other people. For PvP now, once we add co-op, you can play it in co-op. And please do, and then post on our forums and let us know. That's the whole big important feature with the beta branch, is that you guys always have access to it. We'll put up servers for tests, of course, but people can put up their own servers. Sometimes we keep a server up just ongoing and empty, even if we're not testing, but it depends.
You can always spectate.
Yeah, you can always
check out the map.
Yeah, if you want to take another look, if you didn't get to see enough of it, or you want to look at specific spots, just boot it up by yourself, run around in it. Now that it's revealed, you can do whatever you want. And you'll see its progression as we update it. Could work on Frontline too. I think Frontline would be sweet. What do you think?
I think it would work, yeah.
Imagine getting pushed back to the beach, and then pushing them all the way back to the cranes. I guess you'd have to put a radio near the cranes, right?
Yeah, that's, well, it might maybe makes that area a lot more interesting, you know, like there's more like fighting going on there around the docks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be cool.
Yeah, if Frontline were to happen, I agree with that. It would need more stuff around the docks. Jeroen, where'd you get that t-shirt? Not from the store? This is from our, Alex, if you want to give a link to the official Dave Infamy merch store, you can see we have Dave Infamy themed t-shirts. This is the U.S. Army one, this is the Wehrmacht one, that's Reichswald, and this is...
Dog Red.
Dog Red, yeah. Talk about beachheads. Maybe remove a little bit of grass from where you walk. Shorter grass, please.
Oh yeah, we're still working on that. I mean, that was very work in progress.
Yeah, the grass is temporary. You saw it was flickering a little bit. Any other questions, thoughts? Okay. All right. For feedback on Dunkirk, once again, please post on our forums. Seriously, like, let us know what you think, even if you have a simple thought, even if you just liked it. Tell us what you liked about it.
Yeah, please let us know.
And I will again link a post here. Don't be afraid to make a thread, make a couple threads. But aside from that, let's take a couple minutes to answer any questions about other things, about level design in general. If you want to ask our lead level designer, Jeroen, anything about Sandstorm or Source or Hammer or Unreal, about Dave Infamy.
Yeah,
if you want. Other than that, if you have any other questions about New World related stuff or Sandstorm or Dave Infamy, just let us know. DY Lover says, can you make a mode like D-Day, not Invasion, where the attackers have more waves, repelling more often? Defenders have less waves and slower respawns, 1 or 2 objectives, so the attackers are at a complete disadvantage, but the waves even it out. Defenders have great bunkers and so on, similar to Dog Red, attackers in the open. Well, that's pretty similar to Invasion, I would say, which we already balanced in terms of waves and what you're describing. and we kind of got it to a pretty good balance where it is now. Something that's like more invasion than invasion, like opposite of the spectrum where offensive is here than invasion, then like super invasion, might be a little too much granularity for the modes, I would think. What's the player count you aim for on Sandstorm? Well, it's all still planned, but right now we want to go for what is traditionally done in Insurgency and Day of Infamy, which is 32 players. But again, it's all planned and temporary for now, or I should say tentative. That's the other T word I meant. Do you only use Hammer Editor or maybe other applications for level design? Well, for Day of Infamy, I assume it's just Hammer, right?
Yeah, Hammer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing else.
Right. Obviously, like, modelers will make stuff in their modeling programs, which are given to you, and you plop them in.
Yeah, we use Maya, 3D Studio Max, like, yeah, all the usual, like, 3D applications.
Someone asked earlier, I think, in Sandstorm, if you look down, we'd be able to see your feet. We're still working on stuff like that. I can't say for sure, but that would be cool, and would be easier to do with Unreal, whereas it's more difficult with Source, to my knowledge at least.
It would be really awesome.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm immersed now. Look at those legs.
It's really me.
Whoa. Is Reichswald being reworked or balanced? It seems to be the most unpopular map. Oh, I don't know. We'd have to look at our stats to determine that. If you feel like Reichswald could use improvements, post on our forums. Let us know. Start the discussion. Are all the game modes from Insurgency in Insurgency Sandstorm? Asks OmniBloke. I can't say for sure. We are exploring bringing back some of those modes, but I would have some new ones as well, maybe involving the vehicles. I can't say for sure now, though. We're still experimenting. Murdoch says Titanfall did it with the Source engine. That's true. I'm not saying it's impossible with Source. Like, a lot of these things, anything's really possible with these engines. But frankly, we just don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the graphics programmers.
Yeah, we don't have the resources.
We don't have the resources to do that kind of thing. It's anything in game development is about prioritization, you know. Unfortunately, like if we had unlimited time and unlimited money and unlimited resources, we could do all those things. But no, our graphics programming department is our project lead, Christian Baker, for the most part, on Day of Infamy at least. And he's been kicking ass with the grass stuff, and it's something that to us, like, it's nice to see your legs in a video game, but it's nicer to have new weapons or new units or new voiceover or new maps. Those are the things that we're focused on in terms of content. But for Sandstorm, we'll see, you know. Are there plans to go to Gamescom or similar events in the future? Yeah, maybe. Can't say for sure, but this is our Amsterdam office, for those of you who don't know. And, you know, there's events, there's Gamescom, there's events, there's Paris Games Week, you know, it's all kinds of cool shit. Sandpaper Condom, which is a great name, asks, can we see your legs? Oh my god, I can see the developer's legs. So immersive.
Wow.
I feel like I'm actually watching the stream.
It's the future.
It is the future. Here's my knee. Dutch Sandra says, representing the Netherlands. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Amsterdam.
Or girl, Amsterdam. Yeah. I moved here a year ago. Jeroen doesn't live here, but he lives in, he is Dutch,
yeah.
As some of you might have been able to tell. Damn, Dev knee confirmed. No, stop. And then everybody gets on the forums like, oh, is that all they've got in terms of dev knees? This game needs serious work. If they're out of early access, they got to take things to a more professional level. Any other questions? Oh, I see Orange Sherbert has joined us. Welcome, Orange. Orange Sherbert is a streamer and a member of our community. This game is really the dev's knees. Nice. Good one, Christian. Yoshinitsu says, "Hey, I'm watching Dave Infamy since 2 weeks and got really interested. How many players do play it nowadays? Greetings from Germany." Ah, hallo.
Greetings back.
Wie geht es Ihnen? Thank you for coming. There's hundreds of players, well, thousands of players, I think, every day. You won't have problems finding a server at all, don't worry. We have a pretty robust community. We're still adding content. I don't know if you saw, but the map that we featured in today's stream is a map that we're adding to the game. And it's the community and the game is still very much alive. After this map comes in, we'll be up to 13 maps, and that's not even including community maps from the the workshop, from our modders, our map makers in the community. Two of which we actually put into the game officially, and we're open to doing again. So I'd love for you to buy Dave Infamy and become a part of our community and to come out and play with us during these streams and all that good shit. So yeah, if you want it, it's I think it's 20 euros on Steam. Alex, you want to go ahead and throw a Steam store page link into the chat? If I point here, no, it would be over here. Yeah, right there in the chat. Yeah. Any other questions? Steam store is broken. What?
Oh no.
How will we buy our games? Oh shit, it is broken.
Oh yeah.
It's not working. What will the gamers do? Oh, wait, no, it's here. Oh, it's a summer sale.
Oh, the summer sale started.
Shit, nice. Fuck. All right, I just bought a couple games.
There goes my wallet.
I bet they're on. Yeah, I bet they're on sale now. I've been playing Prey. Do you guys play Prey? Prey is sweet.
I want to play that. Yeah.
Yeah, you like Doom, right? The new
Yeah.
Doom. You like Prey. It's like, oh yes, I remember now. Narrative first-person shooters. They're awesome.
Yeah.
It's,
there's some good stories about
yeah.
it.
Good level design too. It's like an open kind of. I won't spoil it, but it's like an open. It's like an exploratory layout, I guess. I don't want to say open world. It's just like an open layout where you're backtracking and going back and
Yeah.
forth. It's cool. You'll like it.
Cool. Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah. DUI is 40% off. Nice.
Wow.
Damn. So, Entschuldigung. I didn't mean to say, my German friend, that the game is 20 euros. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's 12 euros, right? The store is slow, but if you can manage to get there, it will only be, 12 euros.
Oh wow. That's a good price.
Oh, yes.
I would get it.
Oh, I would buy it too.
Yeah, man.
Have you heard about Dave Infamy?
Oh, now I heard about it.
It's this great, everybody's talking about it.
I was on the street and I heard Dave
Yeah.
Infamy.
I was at the office the other day by the water cooler. Everybody was talking about it.
It's amazing.
First-person shooter video game experience. Armfeld asked, will the units be on sale sometime? I don't know. That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know if we've done unit sales. Alex, maybe that's something that we can talk about. The starter pack is on sale. No. Steam Store is experiencing some heavy load right now. Please try again later. Nice. All right. Severin says, NWI, please us more than anything. Smiley face. In the Russian way, where it's just a parentheses at the end. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Atheists suggest maybe make Reichswald less open or remove a lot of trees. I think those are the main problems people have with it. In European servers, it's very unpopular. Interested to hear Level Designer's opinion. Before we hear from Jeroen, please make a forum thread. Make a forum thread, start discussing this with other people, we can discuss it. But Jeroen, what do you think about that for Reichswald?
Yeah, we'll look into it. I mean, we heard some, some things about Reichswald. But also the new grad system we're working on. We're probably going to implement that in Reichswald.
Nice.
So that's going to change quite a lot.
It will, yeah. That'll be, you can take cover in the grass, and it'll be moving. Sweet.
So yeah, we keep an eye on it for sure.
But yeah, make that thread so we can think about it. Trees block a lot of vision, I feel, he explains. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, make a thread. And
but they also make the map, like the trees make like the forest feeling.
We don't want to make it like a sniper fest, and that's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Especially with like such a hilly map. Severin says, yes, Russian, I like your game. Oh, thank you. We like you for liking it. Any thoughts on night maps for DOI? I don't think we have any plans for that right now.
No, not really, because
it's kind of hard when there's no night vision readily available. Yeah,
it's just very hard with gameplay. You know, like some people like it and others don't, and also like if you make a map like nighttime, then people just put up the brightness of their monitor, and it's like, yeah, okay.
We had to make sure that couldn't happen in well, to the best of our ability, we had to make sure that couldn't happen in Insurgency. But there weren't like a lot of flashlights and stuff that were readily available, and I don't know, it's something that would make more sense in like Sandstorm, you know, or Insurgency as we put those in. We'd rather focus our resources on putting new maps in.
We tried it at some point in Ryland, but it just didn't feel natural. It is like pretty bright lights everywhere in the map, and very dark sky, and it was just didn't feel right.
Right, yeah, but we did try it.
No, you might try again, you know.
DOI Lover asks, how's the modding community on DOI? Insurgency is pretty amazing, but is there a lot of mods already on DOI? Yes. Even before the game came out in early access, we had workshop support, and even that early, some people ported the Born to Kill mod, the Vietnam mod for Insurgency, into DOI, which is sweet. And we're going to play that in an upcoming stream. I'm realizing now we got to get back to that. We've just been focused on like official content and stuff. But
the dismemberment, that's awesome.
Oh, in Born to Kill?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the airstrikes and stuff and the napalm, like it's sweet.
Yeah.
It feels really gritty, and then some. All right. Any final questions before we take off here for Jeroen or me? Could you add medium and small sized trees to Reichswald? Asked Crypto Tree.
Yeah, we're going to work more on the map, you know, like more foliage. So
we are working on the grass, and maybe the trees too could change.
But yeah, we have only so many level designers and environment artists, so kind of focusing like on one map each time, and moving on from there. So
right, but if there's enough of a desire, which is why I keep saying to make a thread, you know, we'll look into revisiting. Omni says or asks dates for Sandstorm still in 2017. The closed alpha we're planning on having come out in 2017. Planning on it, hopefully. The game itself, we're planning on it coming out in 2018. So it's possible to blow up trees, like splintering them with explosives. No, we don't have support for that. We don't want to go too crazy with destructibility. First of all, it's hard in source. Also, it can break level design. If you destroy a building, what if you could just destroy the hotel in Dunkirk? Then it's just like, all right, well, it's so much for that interesting gameplay. Destruction's cool, and we can have it in a minimal way, but you know, it's
always tricky, you know.
Yeah, it's tricky.
If you can destroy everything, that's not fun either. So you still need to level the level flow in place.
Omni asks, how do we get in closed alpha? We haven't announced that yet. We're still figuring that out on our end, but don't worry, we'll let you guys know. It'll be very clear once we start, whether it's with an invite system or something. I don't know. I can't say. But we'll tell you. Follow us on social media and all that stuff. Are there changes to class attributes? I've suggested a bunch in the NWI forums. We could look into that. Yeah, we feel pretty happy with where they are now. But yeah, if you made a thread, it's something that we could explore. DOI Lover asks, excited for the Steam sale? What games do you like, Mikey? I like shooters a lot. And as I was saying to Jeroen, I've been playing Prey. Sweet game. I highly recommend Prey if you guys want to play a good old like single player shooter that's just like really well made. Prey's pretty good. I wonder if it's on sale. New World Interactive does not officially endorse the video game Prey by Arcane Studios. This is just me. This is just my recommendation.
Well, you know, we're like one big family, so
with game development. Yeah, no, it's true. We all support each other. You should buy all the games of people who think are our competitors, because we all go after a different thing. You know, you want something more arcadey? Check out Battalion.
Yeah.
You want something more simulation-y? Check out Squad. We're all in it to have fun, aren't we? But yeah, I don't know. I like shooters personally. What about you, Jeroen?
Yeah, I also like shooters. I also like the small indie games, you know, that do things differently. I played a game. I don't know how it's called again, but you had to like log in on all kinds of computers and hack them.
Quadrilateral Cowboy?
No, it was different. It was on a spaceship.
That game was sweet. Oh, a spaceship. Okay.
Yeah, a spaceship. I think.
Wait. Oh wait. No. Space Terror Beast Fright. Space Beast Terror Fright.
No, I think it's pretty recent game. So it was in the Humble Bundle, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah. I like indie games too, because you know.
But it was like this ship AI, and you could like hack it, and it was like going against you, and it was really cool.
That's sweet. Praise $40 currently. All right, yeah. Well, you know, personal recommendation. I highly recommend people check out Prey if you want. It's a fun game. Great voiceover, great writing, great. You know, again, just all around really well made. Game of the year for Shadow Mordor is $4. I need to get that because I really like Monolith. Oh man, Fear 1. I didn't play it, but Shogo Mobile Armored Division was cool. Blood, I played. Blood was sweet. What else did they make? Shit, I don't know what else. They also made Shadow Mordor. I feel like I'm forgetting one or two. Monolith is great, you know, so I might have to check out Shadow Mordor. We had a submachine gun, an MP18, a rifle. Is that a Delisle? I'm not sure. We don't have any plans to add new weapons as of now, but I don't know, maybe in the future. We added the Owen gun recently, which is like this weird Australian SMG, and it coincided with the Australian update. That's pretty cool. I think I don't know, we might add more weapons, but we don't have any plans for it now. What's up with the NWI forums right now? They're closed? Yes, we're having a spam issue, so we've temporarily closed them. We're going to try to set up some spam protection, and then we'll reopen them. So if you have I know we can't check out your thread right now, but if you want to make it on the Steam forums and discuss it with people, there's a lot of activity there anyway. It would be good to hear those people's opinions. Any final questions before we kick it off? Or kick it off means to start before we end it off. Stop.
Before we stop.
Yes, stop. Thank you, Jeroen. You know, you got a better grasp of English than me. Dutch Sandra and Masturbator say, yeah, Chinese spam. Yeah, there was a lot of Chinese spam on the forums, but we're working on it. We decided we would take it down temporarily.
Will we be getting new models such as British trucks? Yeah, we're working on that kind of stuff, yeah.
For Dunkirk? Or
I'm not sure if it's done in time, but at some point.
We do have new art for these maps, right? They're not just we don't just use existing art. There's like the boat that you saw, the cranes, that kind of thing. Severin asks, so we play with friends and that throws us on different teams. Can we make it so that we all play 4 of us on one team? Please do that so everyone in the lobby can play on one team. Yeah, we could talk about that. Maybe I can bring that up with Christian, the project lead. It's a bit complicated. My understanding, at least, is that it's a little hard to do with our current lobby system, but we could look into it. Steam controller support. We don't have any plans for Steam controller support right now, to my knowledge. I think the Steam controller, I thought the whole point of it was that it could work with PC, but we're not designing it for the Steam controller. DIY Lover asks, ever going to add vehicles that work, or at least like a mounted MG? We don't have any plans for that, no. In Sandstorm, we want to have vehicles.
A lot of vehicles.
A lot. Just piles of vehicles, dude. I see you have a PS4 controller behind there. Are you playing Sandstorm over there? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see a PS4 controller.
There's nothing there.
No. I see a plant. Oh, you're talking about the plant. Yeah, no, that's a plant. We got a green thumb here in the office. We got a couple plants. There's a plant over there. You can't see it.
Yeah.
But no, it's not a Steam. That's not a PS4 controller. That's a green potted plant. So. Well, with that, I think we can call it here. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out and checking out the Dunkirk review. Seriously, it's pretty exciting to. It's cool that we get to. We're going to try to do this more often. I think. I guess build up our new maps and not just like throw them out there. but also test them with you guys and show them to you while they're a work in progress through these streams. I think next week what we'll do is we'll stream Breville. We'll play test some of that, which has access to more modes, and leading up to the release, which we plan to have next month for these maps and other content, I think we'll do a couple different live streams.
Really excited about that.
For sure, yeah. And again, Jeroen, thank you so much for coming out and for talking about Dunkirk with us.
Yeah, it was fun, you know.
Thank you everybody for your questions and stuff. And I guess we will see you in the next one, which is next week, every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So, take care.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.